People do say I'm cocky. Some say I need a good whooping. Some say I talk too much. But anything that I say, I'm willing to back up.
Let's get it cracking, man. Go ahead.
All right. Mainly what it was is just a question. It was a question for me. Now, I wasn't trying to make it seem like I knew, because I don't. But my question is, because I've had this before, I'm not going to say no names, all right, where I was having a conversation with a certain woman. She was in her, what we were talking about, how she was framing it, like, I'm a beautiful woman. I'm a beautiful woman. I know I'm a beautiful woman. But she kept saying it. So that got me thinking, it's like, okay, are you trying to,
psych herself out?
Yeah, like, are you trying to let yourself know that you're a beautiful woman, or are you trying to convince me? Or, like, which one is it?
Okay, I got a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pertaining to that particular incident, what warranted her to repeatedly say that? What happened before she said that? She started saying that?
She was in the conversation of guys that she's dated. They why won't they stay with her or something like that? Because they don't stay with her for long periods of time. She's always had issues with that. So I'm guessing.
I'm like, hey man, you might. Hey, from what I'm gathering, from what you told me, that brief, you know what I'm saying, topic right there, what you just spoke on. First thing rings out of my head when you say that she's had multiple incidents with multiple men and they all leave her. But she continues to, you know what I'm saying, reiterate and reconvince herself that she's a beautiful woman. I say this, man, beauty ain't got nothing to do with how you look. If you got a horrible attitude and a ugly, you know what I'm saying, inside, and your heart is cruddy, you can have all the look. You could look like, Selena Gomez, but your attitude make you look like, you know what I'm saying, lurch or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the attitude can make you look nasty.
Yeah. So all that beauty, she's, you know what I'm saying, jumping on this physical, beauty is the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beauty is the eyes of the beholder, man. You can have the best heart, and you might have nothing else going on for you but your heart. But your heart make you look beautiful though.
How many kids do she got?
She only got one.
Okay. Is she overweight?
She is a heavy woman.
Yep. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe why she can't get certain dudes to stay with her, because usually bigger chicks, I don't want to call them fat because all of the fat women will start attacking me, but I don't care though. But usually bigger chicks, man, they usually have low self-esteem, and how you feel about yourself determines how people will feel about you. So if you love yourself and you happy about yourself, then you will get more people, that you will bring more people, positive energy of people coming in and saying, oh, okay, she's a good person. But fat people tend to be, not all of them, but bigger people, not just women, but bigger people, they tend to have low self-esteem. And maybe why she can't find the right guy to stay around is because of her low self-esteem.
Okay, there you go. All right, I got you on that. Okay. Also, another one, Julius.
Yeah.
One right here. The thing is, some women, all right. The love me, you gotta love me thing, right?
Yeah. What was that about?
Man, so
Now you got to explain yourself because he might know about it, but the audience don't know about it though.
Right.
So.
All right. So I come into contact with some females. All right. And it ain't just me. I've had cousins too. All right. Just recently, I got a cousin that he was trying to explain to a female that their relationship wasn't that way. He wanted to keep a friendly relationship. They were just cool. They hang out. And so she was constantly like, I don't see why you just want to be cool. Why can't we be together? Type shit. Like, and he's just letting me know he's not ready for that thing. And he's like, and she's like, well, who, you seeing somebody else? You should love me. I'm always around. Love me. Like, damn.
Damn.
What is that? I had a question like, why do some females like that, like pressure men to being with them?
Well, I don't know about that, man. That sound like she need the cucumber quick.
So the question you asking is, why do females feel like needy for men? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Usually females or anybody, it ain't just females. I know dudes that are needy for relationships.
Okay.
And it's insecurities to me. Because you shouldn't, no one should be able to make you happy. So regardless of whether you're in a relationship or you're single, you should be happy just being with yourself. Now, if someone comes along and they can bring more joy and more harmony to your happiness, cool. But a lot of us as Black people, we insecure, we low self-esteem, and we use relationships as our way to combat that. So I think that, I don't think it's just a woman thing right there, though. I think it, because I've seen dudes that are like that as well. So I think it's from low self-esteem.
Okay.
Yeah, but I second that, bro. I second that, because if you're not happy with yourself, you know what I'm saying, you try to, for example, a person is not going to be with a person that has the same attributes as you. Okay, if you got the same mindset, if your woman got the same mindset as you, yeah, something ain't right there. But usually, a man or a woman tends to cling to a person that has different attributes as that person. You know what I mean? So I say that to say this, you know, women and men tend to cling to something that they lacking in. Okay. And a person can, you know, I second what bro AP said, man. You know, you got to be happy with yourself, but you know what I'm saying, everybody ain't, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, majority of the Black population has that type of attitude or mindset. But we got to get back into.
Do you think some fears play a part in that?
Play a part in what? Which part?
In the
low self-esteem?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt at all.
Like they fears of not having somebody, you know.
That, well, I don't know. I would say the fear of being alone was probably geared more towards the women.
Okay.
I don't see a man being afraid of being alone.
Right.
Oh, I believe it is. I think it's both ways. I think a lot of men.
Ways?
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna just blame it on women on that one, man. There's a lot of men that don't want to be alone, and it's you know, it's from not really loving yourself to a certain degree, because you shouldn't really care about being alone. If you're by yourself, you should be happy, or you should be content with being by yourself. So That's what I think. It's with men too. Because I've done that before too. Like when I was younger and my mind was more of a mental midget and I was younger, I would sleep with like women just so I couldn't be alone.
Feel that hole.
Or like, for example, have you ever been in a situation where you broke up with a chick when you were younger? I don't know what you do now, but when you were younger and you were in a situation when you broke up with a female, and instead of just sitting back dealing with the issue that you broke up with this chick, what is your main agenda after that? Call somebody else to try to find somebody else. Have you ever done that before? Or have y'all done that before?
I'm sure every man has done that. Probably the same night. Probably the same night. Like, but you know, I'm gonna say this, man. I can't say I've been dumb, because usually I'm not with a woman long enough to get a chance to get dumb. I'm not proud of that. You know, I was something like a little whore back in the days. It's a male whore. Look at this nigga, look. But for real though, man, I can't, I ain't never had no for real, like, I had two main relationships when I was growing up. And every time we separated is because of me, because I got locked up. So, you know, ain't nobody ever just dropped the axe on me.
Well, you don't necessarily have to be dumb, but you broke up out of the relationship, and you, instead of dealing with the hurt, you go and put yourself in a position to go, just because you're in a hurtful stage, that you just go fuck anything.
Right.
That's an insecurity, because any person that will just say, oh, okay, well, I broke up with my girlfriend, or we not talking to each other, I'm gonna go, like, the next day, gonna go out and find somebody to fuck. But you never really heal from that process. So I think a lot of people are weak-minded, and men do it too. It's not just a woman thing. Men do it too. I think more men do that than anything. I think women.
Oh, huh?
Yeah. I think more women like getting in their emotions. They'll sit back when they break up and play some Beyonce or whatever and just cry and just sit in their little thing. But a man, he'll get up soon after he break up, go back out there and go fuck some.
Yeah.
And never heal.
Can you relate to that, Ryan?
The reason why I've always, and I've told females too, when if I have a bad breakup or whatever, and you know, I've run into a female, we start talking and they want to, you know, go into a relationship, I let them know, like, hey, I don't want to do that because I've had a bad relationship that I just got of. I don't want to turn around and do that same thing because I'm still healing. You know what I mean? I don't want to turn around and fuck you up because my last relationship fucked me up. All right. So I've always let them know if I had a bad breakup, you know, previous relationship, you know. So I don't recommend, like you say, I don't recommend just going out. I've done it, but I don't recommend just going out, you know, after a relationship and going to just tapping other shit. So, yeah, it could mentally maybe damage, you know, the one you getting involved with. So
it's sort of like, you know, how when a person is going, some people use alcohol and drugs to cope with whatever they're going through, and it takes the pain away. Sometimes that's what I kind of compare it to, jumping into getting out of a relationship and jumping into another not necessarily a relationship, but messing with other people. Yeah, it's sort of like a way to numb the pain. A lot of times we just got to sit and deal with our issues and the breakup, and then you jump into it, because we're coming into situations with baggage. Like, you haven't healed from that. When you break up in a relationship, it's like you falling on the ground and scraping your knee. You know, you have to let that heal before you even try to do anything about it. So.
Right. That was a good analogy right there. That was a good analogy. You know what I'm talking about? But
why do you think, though, like, because we're going to get back to the topic, the misconception of women. But we still on the same thing. This is a broad topic.
Yeah.
We own it.
Okay. Or were you asking me a question?
No.
no. He was just, you know what I'm saying, bringing it back to what the original topic was, the misconception of women, and from the two examples you had put up there, you know what I'm saying, we, like I said, it's a broad topic, so we go so many different ways with it. But yeah, man, on the same topic, but on another note, man, you know, sometimes you did. Wow, what was I finna say, man? Women, I ain't gonna say women will try to force you to stay with them, but I've seen some situations where women will try to kill you before she'll let you leave.
Right.
As a nigga Dennis.
Burn your car up so you don't really.
But no, man. I don't know, man.
How you feel about the I'm all for equality. I'm all for equal rights, right? You know that. Listen, I was reading this topic. This dude, it's an African man. It's an African man. He was stating that his relationship is all equal, and what he means by that was everything split down the middle. If they go out to eat, they split everything down the middle, like every bill, car note, everything, right? And then came the question was he said that there are women, they want the equal rights, but they don't want like the bad part of that.
Hey.
They want all the good, but they don't want the bad that comes with it, like everything.
Right. Like women fighting for equal rights, equal pay, equal seats on the bus, and all that shit.
Because I read it was one guy, all right. Now, I'm not all for beating up the woman. I'm not. But he was, from what I read, he was trying to get away. Like the woman was assaulting him, like she was stabbing him. Like and he was trying to get away from her. And in doing so, he knocked her out, right? Then you hear, like, I'm probably gonna hear a lot of this too. Then you hear all the, oh, he's an asshole, this and that. He shouldn't be on women. That, you know, yeah, he shouldn't have did that. But I feel like this. This is me. I'm probably gonna have some words from females. I don't know if they gonna be in the comment section when this go up. But I don't say just straight up boxing with a female, like going round for round with a female. No. But if you in a situation where she coming at you like a man, or you know, wanting to kill you, and I would say fight to get away. Or if you can't get away, you ain't nowhere to escape, fight until she give up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like just straight up fighting the chick, no. But
I'm piss women off, because if you touch a man, you deserve to get hit back.
Right. Yeah.
That's my thing. Be touching. No one should be touching anybody. But if a female thinks that she's big enough or she's gangster enough to go touch a man, then you ought to expect to be get hit back.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my.
How you feel about it, Junior?
Hey, man, I'm like this, man. I'm one way with it. I was going to say I'm two ways with it, but actually, that 2 ways is actually one way. I was raised not to put my hands on a woman. That's not.
I was too.
Oh, calm down. I was raised not to put my hands on a woman. But I sure know how to restrain a bitch that she figure out like, damn, let me get away from this nigga before he try to kill me.
Yeah.
I could body slam him. I could sling him around, but I ain't gonna punch him.
But if she hits you though, it's not. If she hits you, if she just hauls off in your fucking face and just hit you.
I wouldn't punch her like a man. I slap her like a woman. Or well, she's no longer a woman when she do that, so I slap her like a bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna hit her like a man though.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I can't answer that question. If somebody, when somebody hits you, and your first reaction is like it's the shock behind it, and then you react. So
No. Especially if you've never been in that situation.
Right.
Yeah. Now, what I do think on men is because we're less emotional, I think it's our duty to try to, if you see that it's leading into that point where it could get violent and she might put her hands on you, it's best to just walk away. Because we are less emotional. They're kind of emotional and they might have an outlast, but I do hold that on us. But sometimes you never know. Like she could just, go to 0 to 100 just like that and just haul off on your ass.
But what about if you in a situation? Because don't nobody know how to cut a nigga but a woman, man. Don't know a woman will say cut you with the deepest knife possible just to hurt your feelings, man.
Talking about with her tongue?
Yeah. Women will try. Women will do whatever they can in their power to get their ass whooped, but you just got to restrain from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they are. That's their job, is to cut you with their tongue. And I'm fine with that. Just don't put your hands on me, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So.
We got a guest. We got a guest coming up, and she has a subject. You got something you want to say or something? Come on up to the camera. They want to know what you got to say about it.
Talking to your kid. Talking to the cat?
Nah, let's live.
Nah, I know you was. I was just with you.
She's sitting up in the wings catching some free view.
Okay. What's up, Leslie?
She dipped off when I tried to get her on camera.
That's how you do it, man. You put her out on the front view. So she was like, okay, let me get the hell up out of her, because the camera might get turned in my direction.
Yeah, but that's how I feel about it, though, man. But you said it best, bro. You know what I'm saying? We as men are less emotional than women. There are some men that have emotions like women, but majority of women are less emotional than women, man. We should be able to say, fuck you, man, I'm out of here.
Right, find a way to
because when you think about it, the deck is stacked against us. If we decide to do a domestic violence, we already get locked up because they gonna automatic. If the woman initiates a fight, they ain't call the police after you beat up. You know they're gonna take her side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you know, what you do, avoid the headache. And if you with a woman that continues to provoke you, it's time to escape that place.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be two ways out of it. You get locked up or she get locked up. Or three ways out of it. You get locked up, she get locked up, one of y'all dying. But yeah, y'all see that post up there on the screen?
Mm-mm.
Man, that was a quick 40 minutes, dog.
We have 40?
We got 10 minutes left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was quick, but you know how we can do. I'll talk to you later about it. We'll something we can do. But let's go on ahead and finish these 10 minutes off. And I wanted to bring up a topic about still about women, and I would say it's about men too. Do you all think that we go into relationships, like, I'm just speaking about Black relationships, do you think we go into relationships hurt and it affects your relationship with people?
Can you elaborate on that? As far as hurt, what do you mean? Hurt from relationships, hurt from what hurt?
Old relationships, damaged.
Old relationships hurt. Okay. Old
Oh,
relationships.
yeah, I think sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it affects that current relationship you in now. That's why you have so much, you know, I ain't gonna say all of it, but that's why sometimes you have so much fighting in that relationship, or, you know, they can't get along because they didn't wait a while and work on themselves, you know, and heal from that previous relationship. That's why I was saying earlier, if I came out of a bad relationship, I don't want to jump into another, you know, just cause, not just, you know, for me, but for that other person that might want to get into a relationship. I want to protect them because I'm not done healing. If I get into a relationship with you, I could turn around and do the same things that was happening to me to you. Then that hurts you, you know. So I think sometimes that does happen.
You know, I believe that, you know, you can get into a relationship and a relationship can survive. I don't have a lot of experience with that, but like I said earlier of the show, I've never been in a relationship where I've been in a situation like that. But I do believe that you can be in a relationship too early, which can hurt both parties. Like I'm gonna use myself for an example. I jumped into a relationship quick, but it actually was a success though. But I jumped into a relationship quick, but I had to work on me first before I could, you know, learn how to trust, love, do everything, and do it right. So you know, you ain't gotta be going to a relationship hurt to have a messed up baggage in a relationship. If your situation ain't 100% straight, 100% solid, or 100% like I ain't got nothing to offer you, then relationships can get broke up like that too.
Yeah, and that was part of what I was trying to lead to. I'm glad you brought it up because I was just leading to that. When I say hurt, I'm not talking about just from relationships. I'm talking about hurt as an individual that you're not able to, well, I'm gonna speak from male perspective. We're not straight in life as a man and we don't have our situation right. A lot of us grew up in households where we didn't have fathers. So like, you don't even know how to be a man. You don't even know how to be, to treat a woman. You don't know anything about that. So you come into a relationship damaged.
Right.
You're not even right yourself. You don't even have your life right already. and you just jump into something. And then the female could be the same way. But I'm just talking about men, and on this aspect, I see a lot of men jump into things to where they're not ready to get into that situation because they're not even stable themselves.
Right. Right. Yep. Yep. We was on the same note, just reworded it differently. So, yep. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, though, man. But look, bro, Ryan opened this up. We will go ahead. We feel this topic. You know, so I think we touched majority of the, you know what I'm saying, bully points on this topic, and we're running out of time on this show, y'all. So, if there's anything else anybody want to add on before we shut him all the way down, speak now, if ever holds your peace.
For my fellas, for my young fellas, and old,
Don't hurt him, dog. Don't hurt their feelings.
If you're looking for a good woman, listen. If you want a good woman, all right, I'm going off of bro here when he said get yourself together. Fellas, if you want a good woman, do these. Get a good job, decent paying job, work hard, get your home, get your wheels, then go out and look for something. But make sure you got your own self together. What you doing?
See how much time left. We got 4 minutes left, and
okay.
You forgot one of the main topics on those bully points you just dropped down, right? Don't take no excuses. Don't use no excuses. Don't be an excuse. Keep pushing, right? No matter what.
Keep pushing. That's how you're going to find a good woman, not a ratchet.
Right. Don't offer no excuse. Don't take no excuse. Don't be around no excuse.
There you go.
Love yourself. This is my last word. Love yourself. If you love yourself, then you're not going to allow any bullshit or any ratchet chick to come into your life if you love yourself.
Well, y'all. Well, that concludes our show for today. Appreciate y'all for coming in and visiting us. We invited y'all to our homes, and we'd like you to invite us to your home, man. Y'all want into the war room, y'all know how to do it. Hit me up on YouTube. Let us know. What's up, man? I holla. What?